So the next ones are going to be doing the same things, just throwing a few more variables in there. So again, we're factoring. I want to look at that and first of all say, okay, 26 and 6, those are both divisible by 2. I have a u to the 9th and a u to the 3rd. I'm going to use my lower exponent, so I'm going to take out a u to the 3rd. I have an x to the 8th and an x to the 8th. Those are both the same, so that is my common factor. And I don't have w's in both of them, so I can't take out any w's. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide those out. So 26 divided by 2 would be 13. On my variables, I'm subtracting my exponents. So 9 minus 3 would be u to the 6th. 8 minus 8 means I don't have any x's left over, right? Plus 6 divided by 2 would be 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. Those are gone. I'm going to have the w to the 5th. And then 8 minus 8 is 0, so those are gone. So again, when I'm all done, those two things left in the parentheses shouldn't have anything in common, and I should be able to multiply it back out. 2 times 13 is 26, u to the 3rd times u to the 6th is u to the 9th, and I have the x to the 8th, and then 2 times 3 is 6. I have the u to the 3rd, the w to the 5th, and the x to the 8th, so I've got all my stuff there if I would multiply it out. So number 5, if we look at that one, what would be my greatest common factor? What can I factor out of those two expressions? Seven and 28 are both divisible by 7, right? I have u's here, but no u's there, so I can't take out any u's. I've got an x in both of them, so I can take out an x. And I have a y to the 3rd and a y to the 6th, so I do the lower amount, the y to the 3rd. So 7xy to the 3rd will be my greatest common factor. So on my first term, if I take out a 7, an x, and a y to the 3rd, what am I left with? U to the 4th, the only thing, right? Minus, if I take 28xy to the 6th and I divide out 7xy to the 3rd, I'm going to be left with 4 y to the 3rd, exactly. 4y to the 3rd. Because I took out the x, and I took out 3 of my y's. So go ahead, think about number 6 there, try to factor that on your paper. So 30 and 12 are both divisible by something bigger than 3 though. They are both divisible by 3, but that's not the biggest number they're both divisible by. 6. So we'd want to use 6 because we want our greatest common factor. And then on our variables, we're going to take out v to the 3rd and x to the 2nd. Can't take out any w's since that's not in both. So 6v to the 3rd, x to the 2nd should be my greatest common factor. So on my first term, if I take 30v to the 3rd x squared and divide it by 6v to the 3rd x squared, I'm only left with 5. 30 divided by 6 is 5. 3 minus 3 is none, and 2 minus 2 is none. On my second term, I'm going to have that minus sign. And if I have 12v to the 7th, w to the 7th, and x to the 2nd, but I divide out the 6v to the 3rd, x squared, I'm going to be left with 2v to the 4th, yep, and the w to the 7th. And the x's will be gone. All right, so you divide those coefficients, subtract out your exponents.